Thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. I'm excited to be here with you guys to do this very special premiere. This is a real premiere because you've never seen anything like this anywhere before. It's a new style of reading in which you get to choose your tarot adventure. So what we're going to do today is go with audience participation on the side. You guys can see in the comments. And we're going to do a collective reading, and you guys will tell me what deck I need to use next. So in the comments, I'm copying and pasting the decks, and because this is the first time we're doing this, I want you guys to, if you can, type a keyword out of that deck. For example, for the Osho Zen Tarot, this one right here, you guys can call it the Zen Tarot. Just the main word, like the Rider deck, the Kabbalah deck, that kind of thing. And then later we'll use numbers once I get familiar with it, but it's going to be easier for me to pick out. So what we're going to do is just a collective reading, just to see the energy. I want anyone who is kind of likes to talk about other things to not talk about other things right now, because this is like a total experiment and we're going to see how it goes. Okay, so who cares? Caution to the wind, right? We'll see what kind of energies come up. I have my Smokey here, not my Smokey, my pet rock, Smokey the Amethyst. Hey girl, hey, he's cute, right? And then we have also the citrine that doesn't have a name, but it's so crystal clear. This is some kind of pristine, angelic energy, right? So what I was thinking is, if you guys want me to have, like, touch one of them for their energy, then you guys can also type that. So you can... He's Smokey, right? Call him Smokey. When you want, while I'm doing the reading, you can type Smokey, and I'll touch Smokey and reset. Smokey is really good for setting the mind and having like a clear vision, and also really connected with elevating consciousness. So if you want me to like dive deeper, then we can give Smokey a little attention. The citrine is for happiness, joy, and financial success. So if you guys feel like the reading needs a little boost of joy, then tell me to just write citrine. And okay, so let me go through the cards. The cards are described in the description box below if you're curious. And I have my very friendly assistant, Jazz, copying and pasting those for you guys who are live watching this. So number one choice is John Holland. So you guys can just write Holland if you want me to use this deck. Number two is using one set of the Astro Dice. I'll just cast them and we'll see what we get. So that's going to be Astro Dice times 1. For number 3, we have 2 sets of Astro Dice. So you guys go dice times 2, or number 3, but I prefer the name. This is the Kabbalah Tarot, so you guys can write the Kabbalah if you guys want number 4. If you want number 5, we have the Animal Oracle. So just write animal, then I'll know. If you guys want the Rider Tarot, which is the standard deck, it's just the mini one, then just write Rider or mini. If you guys want the Osho Zen Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks, then write Zen, Z-E-N. And then if you want the Tarot of Dreams, then write Dreams, and that's this one. And then if you want the Karma Tarot, then write Karma, and then I'll choose a card from this deck. I forgot to mention, this is the Angel Oracle, it's number 6. So I got kind of messed up there in the middle, but this is the, so just write Angel if you want me to start with that. So I'm going to be reading, and you guys are going to be channeling and telling me what card to choose next, and I'm going to shuffle a little bit in between. Okay? Okay, so Jazz is on top of it. Jazz wants to be a moderator. Okay, you can be a moderator, Jazz. Oh. Okay, I think I made you. Yeah, you're a moderator now. And then Palladians. Hey girl, hey, you can be a moderator. I don't know why you're not a moderator. You were a moderator before, so. Okay. So, should we begin? I don't have my new drum ready to play, but that's how we're gonna do this. And it's going to be like just a collective reading. So let's go. And if anybody who's watching the taped version, you can timestamp this, that we start at this point. Okay? Okay, let's begin. Wish us luck. So where do we start? John Holland is the first one I saw, care of Amy. Okay, so our first card is Daydreams and Decisions. I look very actually this looks more like my brother than me in female form, but low key that's kind of what I look like. But we have Daydreams and Decisions. Okay, so I feel as though this is a time of real big dreams in general, and I'm talking about astrology, really big dreams. And I feel like some of those dreams are very hard to place in our world. So much so, it's almost like, why are you having this decision? Why are you thinking about this thing when things are as they are? You have like, it's almost like, you know, when a child says, I want to be an astronaut. It's like, really, kid? Like, really? Do you want to be the president? All right. So it's kind of that kind of, but it's more serene. It's like, it has a feeling of, I want to be so big, but I'm here on Earth. And there's some real restricting, there are some real restricting variables that we have to respond to. I want to pick a card out of this group to give us a little bit more. This is the Tarot of India. This is the Higher Arcana deck only. So I'm going to pick this and we're going to play. Okay? Okay. So here we go. Next card. And you guys tell me what card to use next. So we have the Hanged Man. Right. Restriction. Hanged Man is all about wanting to be in France, but being here in Vancouver. You know, it's that kind of feeling of wanting to be finish certain things, but some things, not everything is up to us, right? So I feel as though there is this real sense of divergence between what we want and where we are and who we are. So I saw the Animal Oracle come up quite a bit a moment ago, so we're going to pick a card from that. And then we have the Rabbit Spirit. Okay, now is a lucky time. And this is Jupiter with Venus, right? Imagine so many ideas. You guys should come over to Instagram. It's a lot of fun. So we have the Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. So the idea here is, when is the right time for us to make the connection between what we want and where we're at? What are the restrictions on our lives that are binding us vis-a-vis the huge visions and ideas that we have? I'll tell you guys something low-key, and it's kind of crazy, okay? No, I can't tell you guys, because then it's not going to happen. I can't tell you. I had some wicked dream last night with some wicked physiological manifestation. I'll tell you guys another time. It's a big story time, okay? So I feel like there's these big dreams that we can try to achieve, but it's almost like chaotic. That idea that we can manifest, that it's almost chaotic and unbelievable that it could actually happen in the world. So there's a sense of divergence. You're feeling very divergent from the possibility of what things could be like versus what they are. They feel like how can I dream to be an astronaut? How can I dream to be Rihanna like singer? Marusha's dreams. Hey girl, hey. Love Rihanna, I have to say. So it feels as though it feels frustrating because you're bound to this reality. Not really, but you know, it feels that way. So I think I saw the Tarot of Dreams. So here, I'll put the citrine back. Remember, if you guys want to amp it up a little bit with the smoky here or citrine, feel free to throw that in. Tarot of Dreams coming right up. Yas. And make sure to like the video. Okay. Now is a lucky time, daydreams and decisions. And the Hanged Man, 5 of Cups. So there's a sense of sadness, you know. Why can't we have everything that our mind can't imagine? Why can't we have all the people and all the situations that have not materialized in the way that we had hoped? There's this kind of feeling that's preventing us from moving forward with things because of past circumstances in which our dreams didn't manifest, in which our dreams didn't come true, right? So I feel like there is this kind of sense of longing and isolation from the possibility of hope, from the possibility of things coming true and becoming a reality, right? I feel as though it's like, lift your head, spirit, lift your head and look up to the sky and believe that there's a possibility of something like crazy, like being an astronaut coming into reality. Yeah, I see Zen. Thanks, Jessica. So let's do the Zen. Zen really helps with difficult circumstances. And yes, Kyle, I'll like hold on to the citrine. Thanks. Okay, so let's see what's up next. Do you guys like this game? I like it. Zen will give us 3 because we really need to lift this stuff out of, you know, depression. We have the 3 of Wands. I'll show you guys closer in a minute. We're doing Zen. We're doing 3 Zen. We're five of Wands. Lots of stress and anxiety. Things, feeling that things are bigger than what we are. But look, you have the 9 of Pentacles, which is Venus in Virgo. Hey, girl, hey. I don't have Venus in Virgo. But Venus in Virgo, she sure is pretty. All those apples up there. Yes? So we're going to stick some citrine right in the middle of the reading. Yes? To help along emotionally. So I feel as though, let's get to this in a moment, but I think that moving through, I think that there's this kind of expectation that if you put certain efforts into things that you're going to yield for yourself a certain outcome. You're hoping that good things are coming in for the efforts that you've put into your relationship as well as into your work. And I think that it's things you love. So it's very, very personal in terms of what you are getting out of the situation and where things are coming. Then we have the 5 of Wands. When I saw this and I knew it was going to come here, 2 5s like this, it's like, it really hits the, you know, it hits the nerve. It really hits the feeling of worry and, you know, kind of anticipation of, you don't even know where to begin. And that's the feeling that feels like way over the top, and there's not an answer yet. That's a part of this. This is the trump card. This is the main card. Hanged Man, still waiting, still waiting. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is the ripeness card. And what this represents is, this is like, but dude, you're ready. But dude, you're ready to do all these things. So what's the disconnect? What's the disconnect between being, this is why you're feeling anxious, because you're not living at your potential. You're not doing the most. You're in some way, the rabbit spirit saying now is a lucky time, and yet you're still fumbling because I don't think you truly know which way to go. I don't think you truly, no, I shouldn't say it that way. That's a misnomer. You know which way to go, but you haven't confronted it yet. And so in some way, you are still in denial of the true path on which you are going. And I think that you need to call into action the direction you're going so that it is fulfilled. So that's kind of, I really need that drum. At the end, we'll do a drum session. I was thinking about, you guys got me a drum. We got to do more drum sessions. So, hey, girl, hey. So tell me which card next now. I know I see one for Karma. I saw Karma a couple times. So let's do Karma. Karma Tarot. You guys like these cards, the Karma ones? Okay, so next message is 2 of Coins. So it's like, how do you physically actually get to where you are going? I don't think you're really putting in don't think you're fully putting in what you have into the situation. I think you're playing it easy, and that's kind of a part of the problem. But how can I tell you not to go easy in today's society? You have friends, you have family to take care of, you have other things as well. I feel as though there's a real guilt about an issue that's floating around at this time. There's a lot of this kind of energy of finger pointing. The finger pointing energy is Lilith, which is meant to incite a response. It's meant to make us feel unwell. I feel as though you are balancing out like things that are contradictory. This makes me really think of a double bind. A double bind is when you get two directions, you know, go this way, go that way, and both are negatively reinforced. So you get hurt no matter what you choose, and you're forced to choose one or both. It's a type of manipulation. You feel really constricted and worried, and no one's done this to you. This is life, right? This is the world, this is life. So I feel like it feels really condensed. But the rabbit spirit is here, and it's saying now is the lucky time. What the heck? What does the rabbit want? You know, like lucky time to face this, possibly, but it's in a huge resistance. So it must be karmic if it's such a huge resistance. You can feel it in your spine. Let me know if you can feel it in your spine, because I can feel it. It makes me want to wiggle. It makes me feel unwell. Like it just really, I just want to like yank it out, you know. It's right in there. It's the spinal cord, of course, is like a part of our evolution. It's one of the earliest facets of who we are. Not in the back. It's in the back, right down the spine, cursing, because it's like we're bound to this kind of idea of restriction, right? So it says that it's like, but this is a face palm too. Like, what, girl? Like, what are you doing? Just like, this is a face palm, you know, like for real though, like you're gonna let this go to waste, you know. I think I need another card, but I don't know which one to choose. So, hey girl, hey, why don't you guys tell me? Angels, let's see what the angels have to say about all this. Expectancy. See, waiting for something. Yeah, more angels. Rider. Okay, let's do Rider. Waiting for something. See, that's kind of the part of memories. I went through a level up this week, and it feels really kind of like I think it's still coming through. It's like you sense it leveling up. It's coming, and it feels nervous, and that's what I think is going on. I think that there's this level up. That's what it is. That's why it feels so unsolvable. It's like it's cognitive dissonance. Hey girl, hey, not the binary. It's cognitive dissonance. Let's see. 8 of Cups. So I think there's a real threat of walking away of something positive if we don't have the breakthrough moment that we need. I got dice times 12 second. Let's see what the cognitive dissonance is about. Then I'll clean up the cards and we'll do more. Do you guys like this? Is this good? Okay, so we have the Libra. I'll see first. I'll rock them, and then so we have Saturn. Okay, Saturn. Ooh, in Libra. That's 1981 through 1982. If you were born then. And then the number 8. So continuity. The restrictions. Okay, so I know what this means. Okay, and then here I'll tell you. And then we have Sun in Pisces. Okay, and then the number 3. Okay, so I know what this means. Saturn in Libra, it's like, it basically is the, how do you say this? This is such a channeled message from this week. It's so funny when I do things out of my own way, then there was like a thing going on. So you guys can chill out with the extra messages. I'm about to tell you the next message. So this is the feeling sometimes when people hurt other people, like there's an abuser and someone, it doesn't have to be an abuser, it can be someone with who has more power than another person in whatever way, in a social setting, financial setting, whatever. Sometimes if someone is being unkind or unwell towards someone else, they'll take one thing that a person has done and then they will continually berate them with it. So for example, you don't say excuse me to a coworker one time, and then for years on end, that coworker puts you down and treats you like crap over and over again, snobbly, to try to prove to the world and themselves that you had transgressed, and you believe, you take it because of the guilt that you feel for whatever transgression you feel you had done. They're hanging that over your head like a stick. They're hitting you with it. And the 8 is continuity. So it's that you're stuck in a loop of in some way accepting this, because we're relating this to the reading we've done already, right? So there's this sense of continuity in which we don't even realize that we are accepting a narrative. So it's just because you did something wrong once, now you deserve a huge amount of penalty, or a huge amount of behavior that is hurtful, or that is that you deserve that energy. And so maybe this is something in the past. This is the archetypal blueprint, right? And now it manifests possibly in the time of Pisces, or through Piscean people that you meet. That's not saying Pisces do this. I'm saying that maybe in this iteration, people who have Sun in Pisces, who you meet, you just happen to meet the people who do this again and again in and around the workplace. So it's that guilting that you deserve to receive or experience whatever has happened, is happening to you over and over again, possibly in your work, possibly in your social environments, that's causing you to leave situations behind because you transgressed something. Maybe you were a little off before, but you feel guilty. That's the guilt, right? You feel guilty for having done something in the past. This is about money. This is about freeing yourself to own the things that you are creating, to own the things that you're creating, and not be abashed by previous experiences. That doesn't mean like go be evil in the world, but it does mean that you are penalizing yourself by accepting, and then you're choosing people who reflect that self-hypnosis that you are in some way accepting that. And that's why there's all this static and stasis going on, because in some way someone pointed the finger of blame at you and said, hey, you transgressed, you trespassed, right? You transgressed, you trespassed. Now you get an eternity of being blamed for this shit. And I think that you've long ago have reconciled the situation that caused the transgression, but you've attached yourself to a energy that is penalizing you for something that you feel guilty about. And now it's become a different type of karma. And so now you're attached to that karma, and it's been manifesting, and you've been expecting it over and over. And it's been manifesting on an emotional level, Pisces, the unexpected. You think one way, fake left, go right kind of thing. And it's manifesting in your workplace, yeah? So, was I right? is everybody on point with this? Should we keep going for a minute? For a little bit longer? I want to do a little bit more. Okay. I feel like it's almost, I answered the question though, hey? Yeah? I kind of answered the question. Well, if it's not a job, it's that's why you don't have a job, right? It's this 5 and 5. It's gotten in your head. You've internalized a dialogue in which you did a little thing wrong, and now you feel like you deserve. So maybe you didn't write a test well, or maybe you didn't study and then flunked a test, and now you're forever marked with the scarlet letter. That's a narrative that keeps reappearing. So that's a little, I feel like that's enough. I feel like we answered some questions, and we'll do it again, and you guys can, well, the answer is, okay, you got me. That's, yeah. The answer, Hermetic, the answer comes in, now is a lucky time to face this. And I think that the realization that you've been under a spell that you've put on yourself is actually the face palm. Like, oh crap, it's been me all along. Holy crap, I've been leaving behind opportunities because I'm shaming myself out of... Exactly. Thank you. I love my Scorpio bro right there. She told me the truth. But I'll clarify this. The static is happening because you keep on reiterating towards yourself, the 8, keep on reiterating towards yourself the same programming, Saturn and Libra, that you were unfair. That's your karma, right? You were unfair, you transgressed. Ooh, you didn't study, so now you're screwed for eternity. No. And there's going to be, and I feel really strongly this is manifesting through people, in the sense that they're not all people, sheesh, but like that there are people who are in some way reiterating this image, you know. And what is it actually based in? What is it actually based in, this fictitious vision of what you deserve? You know, you're branding yourself with the scarlet letter. Let's call this reading, you're branding yourself with the scarlet letter. Okay. So I'll pick one more card, but I want everyone to participate. I want the likes to go up though too. So give me the likes, and then everybody tell me what's our last card for the night, and I'll pull it. We can't do dice because we already set them. Do it. Leave a like. I know you can do it. Okay. So I saw one for the Hermetic. I'll do 3 cards to finish. Keep going. I have Kabbalah. We're going to pick one from the Kabbalah because we didn't choose one yet. Animals? Sure. I love the animals. How many vegans in the house? Woo woo for veganism. Where's my vegan OGs? And dreams. You guys want dreams. All right. Let's do it. Hopefully this will be a little... I don't want to push the energy because I feel like we got a really good answer, huh? This is a good start. You guys did really good. I'm so proud of you. High five. You guys are the best. Okay, so we have Dreams, Kabbalah. You guys can do a pick a card. Low-key, I was planning this anyway. But I wasn't, you know, it happened organically. So you guys want this one, or this one? 1, 2, or 3? Yeah? Or you can take all three, but this will be like one special for you. I don't have any instruments near me. I really don't have anything within reach, so. Ready? Okay, so Kabbalah. Who chose one? Okay. This is what Aquarian season's all about, man. Yes. Okay, so we have, if you chose one, you've got the Tower, which is really good because this is the upheaval of the status quo, right? So what this means is that in a certain way, you're breaking down that barrier. So I heard Russell Brand talk about ghosting. Go check out his channel, yeah? And he was talking about the cocoon. I've talked about this too, but I like the way he said it. And he's like, you're in a relationship with someone and they ghost you. And then that in some way removes the membrane of the relationship because the relationship keeps you from moving forward. Yes. And so through that you get to expand and grow. So there's this kind of your relationship to this narrative in your head that in some way you transgress, so therefore you are doomed to receive that kind of treatment. Like, I deserve a crappy job because I skipped out on school a lot as a kid, so now I deserve the job I get, you know? So you keep on, in some way, limiting yourself. It's a fine line between being self-indulgent and being realistic and challenging the status quo. But that narrative, the cocoon, the safety net of believing that there's a order, breaking through that order, you know, that's the Capricorn transits right there. Breaking through the order and breaking through, peeking out and seeing where you can expand and where you can flow to. Tower, you know? It's bigger than you think. It's bigger than you think. Next message we have is the animal spirits. So if you chose 2, you have the koi. And this is all for everyone too. So there's always enough. Boom. Oh, that gave me shivers. Man, oh man. Who got shivers? This is karmic stuff, man. This is really, really deep. And this is the crazy part about all this. This narrative that you got attached to, it was probably, it's like a social programming thing. There's maybe someone wrote the architecture of it. I'm not trying to push that idea right now. But like, there's an infrastructure, you know, there's an infrastructure that we're all playing into that makes us fall into line by believing that there's not enough. And therefore we have to conform in order to keep our place, right? It's not like explicit, it's an implicit suggestion that we're harmonized into. But here's the crazy part. This idea was actually before the time we were born. So in past lives, we were also positioned in this. This is to break apart your shame and guilt feelings. So that in the past lives, you were also attached to some kind of stigma that in some way you internalized and believed without questioning it. So congratulations, you guys. You guys made it. You guys made it, and we're here now together. Hey girl, hey. What's up? Expectancy, the expectation of what we deserve to get, right? The expectation of what we are deserving of. And then we reinforce that on each other, you know? You deserve what you get. Even positive, you know, messages have this kind of subtext. Know your place. Okay, last card for the night. And we have Pluto, thanks, in Capricorn. Hey girl, hey. Last judgment. So, humbling. So if you chose 3, that's like the big decision. Are you going to make a decision to have? Are you going to decide to carry on? You know? Ooh, big decision. Big decision. It's going to end on a cliffhanger no matter how many cards I pick. Because we're in the zone. I'll talk to you guys soon. And if you're watching this, we played this game on Instagram. I want you guys to tell me your sun, your moon, and your rising using just your emojis. Hey girl, hey. And then guess each other's. Just guess each other's. Don't use the glyph like for Pisces or something. Find an emoji that describes your sun, moon, and rising in that order, and leave it in the comments below and guess other people's, okay? Have a good day. Thank you for joining. Was Friday fun? Did we have fun? Hey girl, hey. Bye.